Ever since upgrading to a bigger turbocharger and running more or less double the horsepower over standard, we have slightly overwhelmed the factory water cooling system inside of the intake manifold. Holy! So today we're getting rid of it and we're just going to run the front mount air-to-air intercooler system that we installed in the previous video on its own, which in theory should give us the lowest temperatures and therefore the most power. Hopefully.
Hey, but listen, I'm not being cheeky. That turbo's healthy as. There isn't much oil residue, nothing. It might not come out fully. Okay. Take two.
Take two. Aha, that's the depth of it. So close. Yeah, that AC line is like in the worst location, isn't it?
Don't worry about it, don't worry too much.
And we're out.
Oh.
Is this from aluminium as well?
Yeah, but it's the same thickness, look.
Perfect.
3-4 mil, that's 4 mil.
Nice.
You cool with that?
Absolutely.
Nice. Obviously this is different because that's offset.
Do we need to keep like the squiggly design? Can't we just have like a...
We can do square.
I think it's easier, isn't it? Yeah, why f*** about with it? It's up top, it's not in the way. Never a dull moment.
I should have bought that thingy from Dragons then.
It's gonna be like... it's staying. Ain't going no more. Perfect. Now it's censored.
Essentially, yes.
Yeah.
DF Earth, if you want to sponsor us, please do. Lovely stuff.
Okay, that is looking good on that side. Yeah, I'll do more testing. We get all the rest of the temperature data now.
Check the coolant at home. We didn't drain a lot.
No problem. Yeah, I've got loads at home. Yeah. So we are back from the garage. The Scirocco's parked up, and we got some good news and some not so good news to share with you guys. The good news is, in the last video, a lot of you commented saying you have a boost leak, you want to get that checked out and find out where it's coming from, because there was this really high-pitched like whining noise coming from somewhere in the engine bay whenever I'd go above like 1 bar of boost, which thankfully was resolved, because when we blocked off the stock water cooler and basically completed the air-to-air front mount intercooler conversion, we obviously had to take a couple of boost pipes off, we put them back on, and thankfully that actually resolved the loud, high-pitched, whining noise that we were hearing, the boost leak. But the bad news is, last night I was out doing some data logs, and unfortunately, about 5 seconds into the first pull, we lost everything. I managed to crawl back home. Now, I suspect what has happened is we have simply blown a boost pipe off. I don't know for definite, I'm just guessing. Okay, so we're gonna find out together. Let's get this thing unlocked. Now let's pop the bonnet and let's find out what the hell happened. Because the car was going for about 5 seconds and then we just lost all boost. Okay, so at first glance... Wait, what? That looks like it's still attached. That... What came off? That feels... Oh! Oh! I wonder why we lost all boost. Funny that. Yeah, let's get that. Let's get that fixed. I do suppose this is a part of the game, when you have a front mount intercooler setup with all these extra joiners and pipes, there's more points of failure, Thankfully, we haven't lost any of the pipes behind the actual front bumper. Getting to this is dead easy, so let's get that reinstalled properly.
A few moments later.
We have reinstalled the boost pipe that flew off. I've tightened that up as best as I possibly could. I've tried to push it in there as best as I possibly could as well. So fingers crossed that holds up a little better than it did before. Crack the windows just a little bit so you can hear it. Oh, another one. Oh my god. Anything above like 0.5 bar of boost, it's almost like too much. 0.5. Oh, it's I love it. There's a bit of a sweet spot. It's like maybe between 0.4 and 0.5. It just sounds so good. And then the overrun. Drop it a gear. 0.5. Yo, you cannot not be smiling when driving this. It's not possible. There's been a couple more other changes to the engine bay, some of which are just like a temporary solution as well. So I've rerouted one of the lines from this oil catch can system. This one here, instead of it running into the air intake there, it's now running into here. And before you crucify me in the comments for putting this next to the turbocharger, that is literally just blocked off. It doesn't actually suck anything through the filter, but I'm waiting on like a special cap to go on there to completely block that off. That hasn't arrived yet. I think they'll be here in a few days, so that'll look a little less stupid. And as you may have noticed, continuing with like the rest of the blacking out of the engine bay theme, we've also painted this block off plate in black as well. It looks all right. It looks much better in black than it did when it was just normal aluminium. And I have designed this exact plate in CAD. And I 3D printed it, tested it, it all worked out with the plastic versions. And then this morning I sent off the files to a local CNC manufacturer near me who's gonna machine it out of aluminum. So we'll get that sample literally in like 1 or 2 days. And if that's all good, then I'll get a batch of them made and they're gonna be available over on High on Boost. So if you also wanna do a front mount intercooler build, you can pick up a plate, and I'll also have the rest of the bits and bobs you need to fully complete the conversion. Like, you're gonna need a little joiner there for those two pipes to join together, and I'm gonna have like a block off cap for this coolant hose because this is literally pointless. So it's basically going to be more or less like a complete block off kit. And if you actually want to get a front mount intercooler conversion done, I'd say go to Bart at APC. He can sort you out like a full front mount, custom piping, everything, just like he's done for me. But are we still leaking boost? Let's see. Maybe not. We're at 3K revs. That second gear felt insane there. Jesus. that is moving. So I think it's safe to say we're in a good spot right now to hopefully push the car a little further with the next remap from eTuner's Motorsport in Colombia. We haven't done that in a while, and driving the car today was probably like the best it's ever felt. Mate, I can't wait to turn it up further because it's been so long. It's been so long since we've turned the boost up, mate. Oh, it's gonna be sick.